this is what we're gonna make today. This is my current situation as far as how my weights are stored, my weighted vest is stored. Honestly, it kind of sucks. The next issue is actually getting them loaded onto my barbell. This is how I do that. Doing it this way is a little bit hard on my back, especially when I have to take the weights off. So, 2 projects. 1, a weight tree to hold all of my weights, and 2, a deadlift jack. I'm gonna get started on the weight tree first. And I came up with a plan. Fusion 360 drawing. It's got dimensions on it. Should have everything I need. I've got some free 2x4s I got on Facebook Marketplace. The only thing I'm missing is dowels, but I had come up with an original design for some weight storage, and it was gonna go up on the walls, and decided instead of putting a whole bunch of holes in the walls, I would make a freestanding weight plate storage rack. I have my box of dowels from before. I'm gonna reuse these on this. Eventually I will spray paint everything charcoal, just like the dowels. So now I need to drill some holes into the sides of these guys that match the sizes of the dowels. This final piece that I drilled a hole into is an attachment to the final leg, and this one has an 1.25 inch hole drilled all the way through it. I'm just gonna take a little bit off the edges here. And if you use a super rough grit, you make pretty quick work of it. Somewhere up on the top section here is where I want this guy to poke out. I'm gonna drill my pilot holes into this piece of 2x4 first, and then I'll use those pilot holes as guides for pilot holes that will go into this, and then I will screw it together with some wood screws. Now I'm going to get the screws started in the pilot hole of the first 2x4. And then right as it's poking through, I'm gonna line it up with the pilot hole for my other 2x4. And once that's lined up, hold it together and finish screwing that in. Now we can go back, make another pilot hole. And it really only started a pilot hole in the second one, and this will continue to thread the rest of the way. Okay, I've got my plywood top done. I'll sand the edges a little bit later to make them nice and rounded. And since I have my top in the exact dimensions that I want it to be, 12 inches by 8 inches, I'm gonna actually attach all the legs to the top first, and I've oversized the frame base, and then wherever these line up on the frame base is where I'll screw those in, and I'll cut off the excess. Next thing is to attach the frame to the other end. Hopefully it all lines up. And then got to put all the dowels in and we're done. Clamps, always a good idea. All right guys, it's the next day and now I'm gonna spray paint this. I've got a charcoal satin finish spray paint, same as what I used on my exercise bench. If you haven't seen that video, I'll have a link for it down below. And so this is gonna match other things that I've got in my home gym, and yeah. All right guys, that's it for these projects. I'm super happy with how both of them came out. I think they're both gonna be a lifesaver as I'm working out in this exercise room. I think both of them are gonna save my back quite a bit, which is awesome. I'm super happy about that. And yeah, I can't wait for the next project. It's gonna be a big one. It may actually take me a little bit more time to release the video on it since the build is a bit longer. But yeah, there's a big project coming up soon for this exercise room. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Please share it with a friend, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.